Hey everyone, Malika here for SFCC, and today joining me on my conference couch, I have two of the greatest talents in New Jersey, Philip Sanichar, aka DJ Murdah, and Micah Bernard, aka Starboy Snuff. Gentlemen, if you'll take a moment to please just introduce yourselves.
What's going on? It's the kid DJ Murdah, also known as the voice of New Jersey.
Starboy Snuff, young veteran, representing the professionals.
Alright, today's topic of conversation, ladies and gentlemen, is do Caribbean people support each other? I have asked these two gentlemen to join me today because they are in the entertainment industry and they work throughout the tri-state area, and I thought it was a great platform to ask them to join in this conversation today so that they can tell us what their experience is in terms of having people support each other. So, Phil, if you want to tell us, in your experience, do you feel that in general, Caribbean people support each other when it comes to the parties and everything? Let's not forget that West Indian Caribbean people are well known for their partying, well known for music, well known for having a good time. These two gentlemen are in the heart of it. So today I'm taking the time to try to get the understanding from the other side of it on how it affects them in terms of when we don't support each other. So, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Okay, so basically, I just want to say, yes and no.
Okay.
So, I'll talk about no first, because I'm pretty sure that's what everybody wants to hear, right? So, basically, no, because there's been times where we've all done parties and it just wasn't good. Things didn't work out. You have people coming to the door saying things like, can you get me in for free because I'm supporting you? Well, just because you're there at an event, yeah, that's great. I'm happy that you came, but the real support comes when you give money and you pay at the door. Like, if you support the Red Cross, you can say you support the Red Cross, but you don't support them unless you give a donation, right? So they need that money to do what they do. We need the money because, one, we have cost of our own, which we'll get into later on. I don't want to take too much time away from Snuff, but that's one aspect of it. The other aspect I want to say yes is because there's Caribbean events that's been going on all the time. Every weekend in New York, Jersey, Toronto, Trinidad, the West Indies, Florida, there's parties. So if nobody's supporting, you can't really say no one support me. You know what I mean? People do come out. I think the problem is that we as DJs not only need to. I'm gonna get on the DJs and the people that throw the parties because I feel like we need to address certain things first. We need to focus on our product. Like, if you look at a roti shop in Queens or anywhere, like, for example, Singh's roti shop, right? That's been one of the longest roti shops in Queens for a very long time. Obviously,
shout out to Singh's roti shop.
Obviously, people support that venture, that business, and they are Caribbean, right? So you can't really sit there and say, well, Caribbean people don't support each other. No, you need to work on your product at the same time. You need to put out quality over quantity. Maybe, and it could be with a whole different aspects of what's going on. People work a 9 to 5 every day. So when Friday comes and you're throwing a party on Friday, you can't be mad at people that don't come out because maybe they're tired. Like, I've seen parties that I've thrown Fridays that have a less turnout than parties that I've thrown on Saturdays that have a better turnout because, people slept in, they're a little bit more rested. They're like, all right, now I'm ready for some fetching, some wine and some drinking, you know what I mean? They're ready for that. But at the same time, you can't be mad if they don't come out because your event doesn't have what they want. A lot of people want hookah. Like, some venues, I should say, don't let you have it. And that could just be, well, I'm not coming there if they don't have that.
Okay. Okay.
You know what I mean?
And Snuff, how do you feel?
Same as it goes for Murdah, yes and no. I would say that because I wear two caps, promoter and DJ. So on the promotion side of things, I could say yes, some people support. I myself through events throughout the tri-state as well. And sometimes people who come and, just because Murdah is my friend, Snuff, I buy the door. Or sometimes I don't have the good genuine people say, this is a good event, let me come support. Supporting don't necessarily means bringing a bunch of people to let them in. Sometimes you could promote for them tickets. And if you understand, we live in America, right? And the Caribbean culture is a small 10% out of everything. So if you don't support the Caribbean culture, it would just abolish it. It would be like dinosaurs. It would just go extinct. You understand? And I think right now is a good time for Caribbean culture. Why? Because it more, you can see it more. It's on TVs. You're hearing it on the commercial radio stations. Artists, big commercial artists like Drake and stuff, they're remixing soca dance already. So like, I think it's a good time for us to kind of push and support our own. You understand? But I think it has to do a lot with business. Like a lot of us out here doing stuff are not business, right? Because alright, Murdah and I are friends, alright. I will bring Murdah to a DJ at my event for free. Or you understand, without paying him. It shouldn't have to be like that. There's my friend, alright, Murdah, what's your price? Cool. I will pay it. All I support too, because I support in Murdah. If I'm a promoter and I bring Murdah, that don't mean because he's my friend, I wouldn't pay him. So support it has to go like different ways, not just as patrons, as we like to say. It has to do with business and not too much fronting in business. But I would say that Jersey have a good kind of support system now versus like, you know, back in the day, because I think the younger generation like myself, we starting to come together and work together, because, you know, some people might say, alright, well, he from this country, I don't like these people, I'm not going to support this event. The way I look at it, an event is an event. You understand? I don't even promote my parties as a Caribbean. I mean, people know it's a Caribbean event, but I just promote it as a party like we do in the Caribbean. So that's my take on it. You need to do it more professional. Have some type of professionalism towards it instead of friends and, you know, stuff like that.
I just want to touch on something.
Mm-hmm.
He made a very good point when he said that, you know, Caribbean music is now, you know, touching radio and mainstream, so to speak. I felt at one point in my life when I left the Caribbean scene. A lot of people don't know this, but I had left the Caribbean scene and I went on to play in, you know, spots like Pasha, Webster Hall, and Hoboken. For those of you who don't know, Hoboken is more of like a top 40 Hispanic kind of crowd, hip hop, stuff like that. And my goal was basically like, if you go to a West Indian event, right, they're gonna play hip hop. They're gonna play reggaeton, maybe not so much, but they'll still play. You know, why is it when you go to a Spanish club you hear no soca, you hear no reggae? You know, you go to a top 40 club, you may hear the reggae, but you're gonna hear the reggae from the 90s. You're gonna hear Action. Like I heard Action, you know what I mean, when I was like 7 years old. I played at my baby shower. So you know, my goal going into that was, I'm gonna bring reggae music to Hispanics, people who aren't Caribbean. And at first it really didn't work because Caribbean people didn't support it. Not because they didn't support me. Like I used to take it like that as a younger person.
Okay.
But then like looking back now, it's kind of like they just didn't know. You understand? Like it was uncharted territory, so to speak.
Okay.
So I felt like a lot of Caribbean people won't come out if they don't know.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it really, maybe it wasn't promoted well. Maybe they were just like, I don't know if I want to mix with those type of people, whatever the case may be. But the message here really is you have to support, because I'll tell you this much. When my personal friends, there'll be 5 of them that will come up like, oh, your DJ will just come out to come chill, whatever. They would turn up and go crazy, which then made the whole entire club turn up with them, because people will look at them and be like, oh, they're partying. I have no idea what's playing right now.
But it sounds good.
And you know, you throw up the last, everybody's going left and right. And you're like, all right, I guess I'm just gonna go left and right too.
Nice,
So
that's me,
easy,
but
nice easy marketing there too.
I'm usually the one that's going left when everybody's going right, but that's besides the point.
Yeah, like I mean, you know, just to expand on what you're saying too as well, it have people like, all right, a big pop club or something will call you to play, and they'll call me to play. Sometimes as DJs, like some people don't get nervous, they don't want to promote, or they have to be confident in your craft, son. Like you have to always promote you. Like it will have people that hire me to play dancehall, but I still push my Trini culture and I still play a little something. Like same thing like with Murdah, like in a couple parties, I call Murdah before we go and we work together, and Murdah will play chutney, and he will play everything. You understand? And people watch and then they'll say, alright, yeah.
Screw like both.
You understand? So it just you know, it all start with the DJs, it start with the promoters, everybody have a part to play, you understand? You just have to promote the culture more, because alright, not to call anybody or throw any shots, but it's like, alright, I think the Caribbean scene lacks promotion for the self because you have the Irish people promoting the self. You have the parade. You have the Spanish, the Dominican Day parade.
But I'm sorry to interrupt, but we have the wonderful West Indian parade in Brooklyn.
But it's so watered down. It's not. But
What makes it time out, babes?
Okay, so
What makes it watered down?
Watered down because alright, let me tell you this. From DJing in New York City, Brooklyn for Labor Day, if you notice every year that time get cut off. Back in the day it used to go till 12. Then because of the violence and all that stuff, it cut off till 9. Last year it cut off 4, the year before that it cut off at 4. But when these other cultures come, they going through New York like nothing. They party and drinking in the streets and it's not a problem. But I say it has to start. And then you know what, when it comes with like violence and all this stuff happening, people not going to spend the money and want to come out because they don't want to come and spend money and to party for 2 hours or 1 hour. So they don't feel safe. So that's the whole problem.
Get deep.
Yeah,
real deep in here.
So basically, there's more to it than just someone coming to pay for a party.
Right.
Support comes in, if I'm hearing correctly, in many different forms. Which is why I just need to take a minute to say that, which is why I believe that the South Florida Caribbean Conference is going to be an amazing platform. SFCC is trying to drive and bridge that gap, trying to, educate both the American and the West Indian population on the Caribbean and countries and islands. And in instances like this, these gentlemen are supporting me today and supporting our conference with this video, giving us their time, their thoughts, and their opinion. People pay a lot for their time, and today they're here on my couch trying to support the movement and the cause. Can you guys tell me just a few minutes, how do you feel about the things that I've told you about the SFCC conference? Like, is this something that you guys look forward to, or do you think it's a step in the a step in the right direction?
Yeah, you have to lead by example. I mean, we can't really sit here and be like, yeah, support, support, support. And then we say, well, you have to lead. You have to be the change you want to see in the world, as per Mahatma Gandhi. And, if we're not going to say nothing, we're not going to do nothing, then we're hypocritical as well. So I think this is a great platform of what's going to come.
I like that. I personally didn't realize that until you just said it. I knew that I was doing this video and trying to bring their thoughts and ideas, but when you put it like that, are doing your part. You're supporting me. Snuff, how do you feel about SFCC and what we're trying to do and in terms of support? I just recently found out that you're kind of closely affiliated to some people that's going to be hosting and presenting at the conference.
Shout out to the Florida team. But first and foremost, thanks for having us. It's a good idea because from the time you told me about it, the first time I was like, yeah, no problem, I'll jump on it one time, because at the end of the day, it's informative. You inform and then you're pushing it to the masses to let them know, alright, this is what's going on. Like, a lot of people will see him in the club, they'll see me in the club, they'll see me doing what I do, and they don't know the background, like how much work and stuff that we put in to make it look nice. It does look nice, but but it's a great platform, and I think that it will benefit everybody, in the Caribbean community.
Some people think we just press
buttons.
Well, we know that you definitely don't. If there is anything that you guys would personally like to say to people in terms of how important it is to support one another, regardless of where you're from or, what country you're repping, what city you're repping, what state you're repping, just in general as human beings, how important is it that we lift each other? And, I'm saying that it's very important that we lift each other up and help each other where we can. It's so much better you'll see more success, in my opinion, when you try to help your fellow, brethren, kind of thing. How do you guys feel about that? Do you not feel like pay it forward, be the better person type of thing? Like, sometimes you have to take a loss before you get the win, you know what I mean?
I mean, personally, you know, I've always thought of myself to be more involved in other cultures as opposed to myself until recently. Like growing up, I grew up around a lot of Hispanics and stuff like that. So now, like when I'm going out in the club and I play the reggaeton and like I speak a little bit of it, like those Spanish people that they're like, oh snap, like, yo, you know our culture? And then that opens up a whole different door. Like, so, and then I feel the same way when I meet Spanish people that are like, yo, you got that new vibes? Like, you know about vibes, like, you know about Marshall? Like, oh snap, like, you know, it just opens up. And then like, you end up forgetting about like our differences and we focus on the things that we're more alike, which then we become friends and then it's all good.
One Caribbean. Yeah, but, yeah, like as I said, our Caribbean culture right now in America is a big platform, as I say, is new. How it's going on the commercial websites, is going, all these artists on them, they're traveling to different carnivals to shoot the music video. You know, Jay-Z, big pimpin' video shot in Trinidad.
Well, you know what, I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you. I wouldn't necessarily say that it's new. I just feel personally that maybe social media and the more internet access and the more updated as we get has just made it more in your face kind of thing. I wouldn't say new, you know. Before we insult to people out there, you know, shout out to all of you people that have been doing it since like forever. You know, since Noah's been building the ark. I see you.
It new in a sense to like, alright, the artists and them actually promoting it. So like, yo, I'll be here for this carnival, I'll be here. I shoot them a music video here. I want to go do a concert here. And it becoming a trend because like if you have a famous artist, where you see Jay-Z, Big Sean or whatever, and they have a following and they say, yo, I'm going to be in Trinidad Carnival. He was like, Trinidad, what's that? Oh, St. Lucia, what's that? Bobby was like, what's going on? And then it becomes a trend. So I say like, you know, don't wait for the artists and stuff to promote. Like I have people who out there that are ashamed of the culture, that are ashamed they listen to the music of the culture. So it all starts with that. So the 10% or whatever it make up, or how much percent it make up in America, go and promote. If it have a St. Lucian effect, and you train your guy and he's, oh, this is a Lucian Fed, go and support and see the vibes. Me personally, my new thing right now is small island music, like Virgin Islands, and you know, them people have vibes. There's something, you know, you go and experience something different so you can get a understand, like Murdah said about the Spanish scene. And then in return, they start looking into his culture, you know, and you know, so it all starts, it's like a domino effect. You take an interest in my culture, I take an interest in your culture. Domino effect.
And like by supporting your culture, like for example, right, like Charlie Black, Party Animal, right? That song's been out for like 4 years already, and now everybody's on it. And like as a Caribbean, I'm proud. Like even though it's 4 years old, but I'm proud. I'm like, man, we been knew about that. And let me put you on to other stuff. And they're like, oh snap, like, you know what I'm saying? Like that one song could just bust, and then like you could now be like, yo, now let me show you this. Let me show you how we really get down. Like the video that you just saw, ain't nothing. Come to the event that I go to, you know, and that's it. And then, you know, it'll just, the best promotion I've always learned was word of mouth. So if I tell you, you're more guaranteed, you know, you may want to come more. And if that person tells somebody else, and you know, it's just a trifecta, and they will end up all coming. I think that's the best promotion. The best way to push our culture is by letting other people who aren't in our culture know about our culture. And you know, there's a lot of people that look at me and look at him like, oh well, I look Indian, he look black. You know what I mean? Well, I bust all the accent, you know what I mean? The whole snap.
Nobody ever knows what I am. Nobody ever guesses I'm Guyanese in the first shot.
You know, so I think that's cool. I think that's so different. Like there's people at my job that wonder, yo, how do you say this in your language? Or how do you say this in like your accent? And it'll just be regular words. like how do you say I want something to drink? Like
how do you say it? How do you say I want something to drink, Murdah?
Let me get something to drink.
Oh, okay. How do you say
tree?
How do you say let me get something to drink, Snuff?
Let me get something to drink.
Okay. I don't know if anybody can guess where these guys are from, but let's take a minute and, you know, give a shout out to where you guys are from. What's your ethnic background?
I'm from Jersey City.
Hey.
Hey, New Jersey, and my parents are from Guyana, Berbies.
Born and raised Trinidad and Tobago, 6th Avenue, 6th Street. Went to school and reside in Jersey City.
Did you shout out your school from Trinidad?
No.
Oh,
I I was born in Guyana, raised a Jersey girl. Gentlemen, I want to take, the time to say thank you on behalf of SFCC. We really appreciate it. I'm pretty sure the people that are going to watch this video is going to appreciate your opinion. We welcome you all to join us in conversation if you feel differently about, do Caribbean people support each other. Please let us know. Any of your opinions and thoughts would be greatly appreciated. You can always comment on our Facebook page. Visit our YouTube channel. Of course, we have our Instagram, www.southfloridacaribbeanconference.com. Ultimately, what I got here sitting on the couch with these gentlemen today, support is important. Also, you need to take a tremendous amount of pride in where you're from. It doesn't matter where you're from. Let's all just remember, no matter where you're from, we're all humans. We're all people.
But we're not better
than
one another.
We're not
better.
We're not. That's a good one. We all
we're
actually.
We're proud, but we're not better.
No.
The new thing I want to promote, I want to start to do with the shirts. One Caribbean. That's it. Simple.
One Caribbean. Okay,
One Caribbean.
I like it. Look out for Snuff shirts. One Caribbean. Gentlemen, we hope to see you, and the people will be able to see you at the SFCC conference. Snuff, are you going to be joining us? Since you have affiliations.
I will be down there, man.
Murdah, you gonna think about joining us?
Maybe, we'll see. When is it?
The conference is November 3rd, 4th, and 5th.
That's
it. There you go. And also, too, you can go ahead and check out the website, www.southfloridacaribbeanconference.com.
And you guys, too, support that.
All right. Until next time, thank you so much for your support. See you guys.